Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome, my name is HawaH. I'm a yoga instructor. I've been teaching for over 14 years. Love the practice. It brings me a sense of calmness and stability in my life, helps me to take my mind off of things that are on my to-do list, and it allows me to come into contact with what is most important to me, which is my health and my wellness. Over the course of the next 3 videos, you're going to have the opportunity to work deeply into your breath. There'll be a pranayama video. The second video is going to be a shoulder opening video that's going to really help you get through some of those stressful points in your shoulder blades. And then the third video is going to be a video on twisting. So it's a 3-part series. They're meant to be interlocked together to give you a great opportunity to work and eliminate some of that stress that you have in your own life. Today, we're going to do a really rejuvenating sequence of twisting. In our daily lives, we spend so much time moving laterally and horizontally and vertically up and down, but rarely in our lives during the day do we have a chance to twist the body. And twisting the body is so important for all the internal organs, the kidneys, the pancreas, the liver, digestion, the stomach. So twisting is such an important part of our yoga practice. I'm going to give you some amazing, awesome, easy to access twisting sequences that will leave you recharged and ready for your day. I'll see you on the mat. For twisting, as we begin to get warmed up in the spine, we're going to do a simple back and forth motion with the arms. What I'd like you to do is make your feet hip distance apart, and then you'll swing your hips from side to side. Your arms are like 2 dead weights. So the arms are moving only because your hips are moving. Just a few more. Good. And then when you stop moving your hips, your arms will slowly come to a stop. Great. So you've got a little bit of warmth now in the inner spine. You're going to take your legs about a little bit more than hip width apart, and your knees are going to be following the lines of your toes at about 45 degrees. I want you to take your hands and cup the tops of your thighs, and then with an inhale you'll lift the spine. With an exhale you're going to drop your right shoulder and allow your left shoulder to move up and back. As you do that, you'll pull the navel in and get a little longer in the spine. Inhale, lift center. Exhale to the other side. So you'll notice that my left arm is straight and my right arm has a slight bend. I'd like you to try to do the same positioning and alignment with your arms. So inhale, center. We'll go one more time each side. Straightening and pushing into the right thigh. As you turn to the left, you pull in the navel, and you can even look over your left shoulder blade. Inhale and exhale. This time looking over your right shoulder. If you feel any discomfort in your cervical spine and your neck, you don't have to look up and over, and you can keep your spine neutral by looking forwards. And the more you press in to the opposite hand, the more you can turn that left shoulder forwards and inhale back to center. Good. Now you're going to turn your heels out and allow your toes to be slightly pigeon-toed in. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to work slowly down. And some of you might even take your hand to a block. And I want you to take your left hand into the sacrum of the body. You'll push into the earth. For me, I get to push into these awesome leaves on the ground. And you'll take your left hand up into the air. Now you'll notice what the tendency for a lot of people is you're going to curve in the back and you're going to try to twist, and you'll find that the back begins to get rounded. What I'd like you to do is to push high and take the spine forwards and then try to get longer in the back. So it's not round and curved, but it's getting longer with every exhalation. Good. Slowly releasing the left hand to the ground or a block, and you could take the opposite hand to your sacrum just to make sure your hips are level. Another tendency is that one hip will lift higher than another hip. We want to try to keep the hips level with each other to maintain the integrity of the spine. Let's get about 3 deep breaths here. And then releasing the right hand to the ground. Now we're going to keep some of that same integrity in the spine, but now we're going to take the right hand and try to catch the outer left shin or left ankle. And now you're going to holding this ankle, you're going to lift the left hand in the air. So the tendency here is for the shoulders to move towards the ankle. But actually what I want you to do is work the shoulder blades back so that they're centered in the midline of the body. And then you lift the torso so it's parallel to the ground. So there's a really beautiful pushing and pulling action taking place. As we lift the right hand in the air, you're pulling with the left and you're reaching higher with the right. And we'll get one more deep breath here. And then slowly releasing the hand down. Great. Now you're going to pull the feet in and come into a simple garland pose known as malasana. And as you push the inner thighs away with the elbows, you'll notice that the knees begin to follow the lines of the toes. Now from here, we're going to take our right hand to start, and you're going to thread it under and try to catch hold of the left ankle. I want your right shoulder blade to get to the inside of the inner right thigh, and then as you push the inner right thigh back with the right shoulder blade, you'll lift the left hand into the air. There's a lot of important movement that's taking place in the inner belly. So you're working on lifting the stomach and lifting the diaphragm here as you twist and turn and rotate. And you're pulling with the right hand to create a really nice opposite push-pull motion. So releasing the left hand down, we'll try the other side. Catch hold of the right inner ankle. I'm even going to push, you'll notice, with my right hand. I'm going to push my right knee back a little bit. It's going to create more space here for my left shoulder to get under. And then I'll reach up with my right hand. So there's a little bit of a side bend here as well as a twist. Keep reaching that right hand higher and keep turning. One more deep breath here. Good, and slowly releasing the right hand to the ground and stand tall. We're going to turn with our right foot forwards. At this point, I want you to take your left knee to the ground. You're going to thread the hand under and bring it behind your back. And you're going to take your left hand up and over, and you're going to work on trying to find the wrist behind your back. As you do so, another tendency is a collapsing in the spine, and you're kind of rolling forwards. To get the most out of the twist here, instead of rolling the body forwards, you want to actually reach the torso away from the earth and try to pull long in the spine. So we're turning the right side of the chest up to the sky and the clouds. Good. And then we'll slowly unwind. And then we'll turn again to the opposite side of the mat. So lifting the left leg in the air, spinning, and facing the other direction. We'll take the right knee to the mat, lean forwards. We'll take the left shoulder to the inside of the inner left thigh. We'll thread the left hand under the body, and then we'll take the right hand and reach it up and over. Try to find the wrist, maybe the fingers. Now you can notice right now I'm kind of facing the ground. And what I want you to work on really slow is I want you to work on pulling the right shoulder blade, this right shoulder blade up and back. And that'll really allow you to twist and make real use of that bind so that the left side of your chest moves up and threads through. We'll slowly unwind, bringing the hands back to the earth, and then we'll take that right leg and straighten it behind us. Now we're going to do the reverse on the bind. So from here, you spin back to the right side of your mat. The right foot is forwards. The back leg is active and strong. Many of us are going to take the right hand and plant it on top of the right thigh. Take our arms into prayer position, and we'll push the hands together to help us turn and spin a little deeper, looking up to the sky. Some of us are going to actually take that right hand and push into the right thigh, spread a little longer, hook the left shoulder to the outside of the right thigh or the right knee. Take the left hand all the way to the ground, and then you'll take the right hand up into the air. We're getting into a little bit of a deeper twisting variation here. Good, the right hand will come to the ground. Both hands will come to the earth. You're gonna spin. You can get a little, if you'd like, you could have a little fun with it. You can get long. You could reach your legs up. And you could turn to the opposite direction. Lifting to stand. Taking the right hand, placing it up on top of the left thigh, and spinning again. This twisting sequence is challenging your balance, which is essential and important, and what makes the yoga practice such a rejuvenating and invigorating part of your day. The mind has to be focused so that you're able to remain stable. If that feels good for you and you want to go a little deeper, push down with the left hand. You root to rise. Find that hand on the earth, and then take the left hand up in the air. The deeper the roots, the higher you can grow. Slowly unwinding and releasing. We're going to get a down dog in here just for a moment to kind of pull everything together and integrate. So we'll take that left leg and kick it back. You can kind of feel that new length from the sequence. You can shake your head a little, and then we'll inhale to a high plank, exhale down into chaturanga, breathe in into upward facing dog, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Have you come back to your knees, spin and face forwards. We'll join the hands together in front of the heart. Thank you everybody for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed your pranayama, your shoulder opening, and your twisting, all really essential parts of having a holistic yoga practice. Hopefully you feel rejuvenated, you feel more tranquil and at peace in your mind. We've moved from the inside now to the outside. And just in the same way, the yoga that we practice is meant to help take us deep in an internal journey of reflection, but also physically to help us relieve stress and help us really feel great in our bodies. And I really hope to practice again with you soon. Namaste.